Hola, mi Bisshhs, 'tis I, Cloyce, aka Manny Bish, over on Instagram. Today we are making some press-on nails, so I'm just going to get right into it, and I'm putting this on my thumb, and I am going to make just a little mark where my free edge begins, so that way I know where to put my French tip on these nails, because we're going to be doing some French tips. So, I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of an echo. I am at my mama's house and in my bedroom, and while there is carpet, it's still a fairly empty room. So, yeah, there's a little bit of an echo, so I am sorry. So, for this mani, we are doing some Y2K inspired nails, and so I was going to a Y2K themed birthday party, and so I, of course, had to make some nails to match along with the theme, and this is what I came up with. So, sorry, y'all. My allergies have gotten the best of me while I've been over here. So I'm a little bit snotty and congested and everything. So I'm sorry. Anywho, I am using this CN Designer Dip builder gel in a bottle, and this I'm not sure of the name of it, but of course it will be linked in the description box. I will find all of the information for all of the stuff that I've used for y'all, and that will be that. Now, these are the Kiara Sky Square full coverage tips. These are not my favorite because, in my opinion, you need to do a lot of work to them in order to get them to like fit smoothly around your cuticle. So I did, before I started, I went in and I had filed around the cuticle area already to try and thin it out. Just because they're so thick, it's so weird. I don't know. They're not my favorite, but I needed to use them. I've been using them for like practice stuff. Figured I'd use them for this because I'm only going to wear them for a night anyways. So there's that. Now I'm doing this. I started off my French tip, but I did not like that colored pink. It was like it was going on just spotty and I didn't like it. So I am going in with my gel paint. If you hear that noise in the background, my fur baby is in my room with me and he's fighting with his bed. So that would be Kakita. And yeah, he's just having a time over there in his bed. So anyways, I did this weird grid situation on this nail to try and make it an even French tip. It did work, but you'll see me do something completely different on the next nail. I was just trying to figure some stuff out and figure out what would be easier to do the French tip. Turns out, as long as even if you picture your own grid situation in your head and whatever and map it out on the nail, it'll be better than just trying to freehand it. It'll come out more even, I promise. You won't have like a lopsided smile line. So I recommend drawing out some sort of grid first and then connecting the dots kind of situation. So I'm filling that in and just cleaning up any excess gel from the bottom, because I will go back and file these around the bottom anyways to get any extra gel off of the end of the free edge because, gravity will pull things down. So I'm sure we'll get a little bit of gel around the edge. Just want to take off as much as I can first. I'm going to flash cure these just kidding. See what I did there? I hit my pinky nail and made a mess. So I'm actually not going to flash cure these. I'm going to finish all of the nails like one step at a time. And so see, I'm going to do this other French tip situation over here. Completely different than what I did with the other one. But anyways, I'm doing this French tip, and once I get done with this step on all of these nails that I want it to be, then I am going to put this whole thing in my light to cure, and then I'm going to work on the other hand, which you're not going to see the other hand. I'm just going to show you all one hand because they're the exact same. But anywho, so yeah, that builder gel from CN Designer Dip, I put a layer of that down on all of the nails, so that way I would have some sort of background and it wouldn't just be clear, but I wanted that just sparkle in there too. So that's why I did that. Filling in this French tip, like I said, because it's completely different. I'm going to do one more French tip. Two more French tips. Almost, they're all French tips except for one. My middle finger was the only one that ended up not being a French tip on both hands. So, yeah. And we, of course, got the square nails. That was the other reason why I wanted to use these Kira Sky ones, because they are, like, precisely square. And I know that was, like, the big thing in the 2000s. So I was like, well, I have these. They're not my favorite. I need to use them. I'm only going to be wearing them for a night. They're the perfect shape. Like, I was like, fine, I'll use these. And now I'm just getting some alcohol. And I'm taking this little 3D acrylic brush that I have. And I'm using this to just kind of clean up my smile lines and just make sure that they're pristine. Yeah, I wish. No, they weren't that perfect, but I needed them to be a little bit more even than what they were. So I'm going in here, doing this situation, and I didn't have to work like too hard on it. It was fairly already there, but yeah. And see, so this is also why on all of these nails, because when I did these, I didn't know which nail I was going to have without a French tip or not, so I just did all of them, where I put it up against my nail, measured to see where my free edge started, and then made that note for my smile line. That way it wouldn't be too far down or too far up. It would be just perfect. And so now I'm going to cure these. And then we are going to get into some other, the actual like art situation of the sorts. I needed to even some stuff out here before I put them in, which might happen because your gel can start to move around. So did that. Now the same with the same gel paint in pink, and then I'm also using silver and black. Sorry, but on my middle nail that is like completely clear, I am adding just random pink polka dots in there. I don't want them to be too close together because I'm going to make leopard prints out of these. So after curing that, I'm going to take my silver and I'm going to do the same little dots on the pink nails, but not on all of them. Some of the nails are going to be zebra prints, so for that one, we just want to leave those ones just alone and blank because they only need black on them. And so I am just adding these silver dots, and it's only going to be on the French tip part. And I mean, like, maybe one or two up above the French tip part as, like, a blend. But it's not over the whole nail. Just mostly focusing on the French tip. And then I am going to cure these again. Get those dots done. And now we're going to work on the black. So my black is going to outline all of these little dots that we made. So you'll see, and I try not to do like completely perfect, like you don't want the whole thing to be outlined. You want it to be more like a C outline or almost a complete circle outline, but still with a little bit of gap. Or the C outline with just a little polka dot going on across it to like close the outline. So this is what's going to give us our leopard print. And again, I'm not doing this like perfect. I'm actually kind of trying to like wiggle my wrist ever so slightly when doing this, just so we get that like rigid outline of the nail. And that is how I like to do my cheetah print. I've already said it 50 bazillion times, like, come on now. My mind. I'm going to do the same thing with those silver dots with my little outline. And then, of course, I do every once in a while, like, randomly, where I feel like there's just, could use a little bit more something. Just add a little black dot or a squiggle C in there. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the dang thing. Turns out I was not filming. So my phone died. I thought I had it charged. It's an old phone though, so it like, battery life sucks. I did my zebra nails. Now, the one thing I can tell you for the zebra nails is do not. So with the zebra prints, definitely work your zebra prints one side at a time. Don't worry about the other side being perfectly in line. Just follow your little heart and do those lines on one side, cure it. Then when you go back to the other side, then you worry about fitting it kind of in there like a puzzle, and it comes out so much better because I had done the zebra print like 3 times before I just did it that way, and it came out perfect. I loved it. So for this nail, I just put some of my rhinestone glue and some random dots on there, and I am taking the 2 smallest sizes of my rhinestones, and I am adding those to this nail. So we, of course, 2000s, we needed some just sparkle in there anyways. So that was what I did. We've got the animal print, we've got sparkle. I am going to cure those, and then we are going to top coat. I am using my, sorry guys, I feel like I can't even talk. I am using my Madam Glam top coat. Now this is the one that you do have to wipe off with alcohol to get that sticky inhibition layer off of there. So that is the top coat that I'm using for these nails. I am top coating. I'm even gonna, you're gonna see me wipe the top coat over this rhinestone nail too. And I did that because the rhinestones are so small that it really barely added a little bump kind of situation, which is already going to be there. They aren't too bulky to create like bubbles or anything in the gel from having that like space from the top of the gem to the bottom. So I start first by going around that one and then just kind of filling in next to it. I did kind of go over it right here, and then that was it. I made sure that the space around it was filled in. Then I just went right on top of it. And that will help, your gems stay on too if you make sure that you've got gel all the way around the gem. And I'm going to cure these. And then that is my nails. I'm not showing you how I put these on. I just used super glue. It wasn't like a whole, I just super glued them on when I wore them. I had made these about 2 weeks early, and yeah, here they are with me wearing them. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you like these Y2K nails. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, bitches!